Hello, welcome to the BIZTOOLS Accountants Minute podcast. Maximising Research and Development Tax Benefits, a guide for accountants and bookkeepers. I hope you're having a great day. I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of BIZTOOLS. SME owners value advisors who can offer more than just taxation advice, especially in these times when there's a lot of innovation taking place. There's a lot of challenges for those businesses undertaking innovation. What I want to talk to you in this podcast is how you can provide the extra services to help your clients commence the innovation highway. And that all starts with research and development. Do you know that the small micro businesses up to 19 employees from no employees undertakes 23% of the business research and development activities in Australia? 23%. And the businesses with 20 to 200 employees undertake 26% of the business research and development. So between the two, that's a staggering 49% of research and development activities are being undertaken in the business sector by SMEs. Who's helping these people? Are you? My observation is that they're not being helped by the majority of small and medium-sized accounting firms. But why? Why are they being helped? After all, research and development is part of the Tax Act. It's all there. And a lot of accountants claim they never want to do anything else other than tax. Well, research and development is embedded into the Tax Act. Sure, it also involves Oz industry. I think there's some misunderstandings that you have to be a scientist or an engineer or part of a Big Four firm or a top 100 firm of accountants to be able to assist a client on research and development. That is not true. What is true is that your client needs to undertake the due diligence review, to undertake the prior art searches, to make sure no one else has already invented and registered this product somewhere in the world. Because the Australian government's not going to supply a subsidy to an Australian business person or even a sole trader to undertake research and development activities if someone else has already patented that concept somewhere else in the world. Your client can still go and undertake their own research and development, but they won't be able to claim the benefits under the incentives within the Tax Act. But as long as they've undertaken the prior art searches and documented them and identified what they are hoping to achieve, what new knowledge is going to be generated from the research and development activities, they are able to claim the incentive. Your role is to use the material that we have prepared at BIZTOOLS that guides you through the process. There are various forms to be completed. The forms relative to the prior art searches that your client's undertaken, making sure that he or she have completed those and that they are safely filed so that they can be produced as required. Then there's forms relative to the experiments that have been undertaken, and so it goes on. And this is going to culminate in the return of annual events that has to be lodged with Oz Industries within 10 months of the end of the financial year. This year, that date is the 2nd of May 2023. Oz Industry people then review that return, and if they're satisfied that there appears to have been legitimate research and development activities undertaken, that they will then supply a reference number that you then include on the tax return for that company, submit it to the taxation office, and the taxation incentive will be allowed in that company's tax return. And indeed, if the company is trading at a loss and the turnover of the company is under $20 million, the company can elect that it would like to receive the cash equivalent of the research and development tax offset calculation, which currently for small companies is 43% of the legitimate research and development expenditure. That cash component will be paid within 30 days of the company's taxation return being lodged with the ATO, as long as the claim for the research and development tax offset is lower than the losses within the company, so they can get paid out. And that's why you might find, if you start being proactive in this space, that clients are looking for their tax returns to be lodged, all the research and development information, of course, to be finalised promptly, so that they can get this information lodged to get their cash refund, so that they've got money for their next phase of research and development activities. It's an ongoing process. Let's look at talent in your accounting firm. The CommBank Accounting Market Pulse report, when it was published in May last year, indicated that the 45 firms that they interviewed from all over Australia, and they claimed that they're various size firms, had indicated that their biggest problem was talent attraction and retention. I don't know if every firm in Australia shares that as being their biggest problem, but it was what the CommBank report identified. So if we accept that talent attraction and retention is a vital concern to accountancy firms, why wouldn't you be looking to provide services that are heavily required by a significant group of small, medium enterprises that is interesting and challenging work? It is different to doing a tax return. It is different to most other aspects of everyday accounting, but it's interesting and challenging. And your accounting team will find it interesting and challenging, especially when they realise that this is the first step on the innovation highway. So there could be other work that they could be involved in. So it will help you get the skilled employees that are needed. So what's your role? I think your role is to be proactive in research and development. I would like you to subscribe to ESS BIZTOOLS packages, so that you have the benefit of our material, which includes 10 papers explaining different segments of the research and development challenge, 12 flowcharts explaining in detail how it all works, and you use those initially with your team, but then use them to explain the research and development process to your clients, who, as I've indicated, are primarily responsible for what is to happen in the research and development activities. They're the ones doing the research, not you. And we also have 50 checklists. Now, you won't need them for every client, but if you undertake research and development for half a dozen clients, you might find that you've used those 50 forms for various clients. And that will then give you the knowledge as to how this whole process works. And then you can start talking about it, mentioning it to clients, including it in newsletters, placing details onto your website, or preparing a podcast, or running a webinar or a seminar for your clients and featuring research and development. Letting it be known within the community of your clients and your prospects in the area that you operate that you are proactively involved in research and development, that you would like to see clients in those areas. ESS BIZTOOLS includes material within our product package to help you place that material onto your website and to give you some suggested articles you could include in your newsletters. And let me stress, you do not need special qualifications to do this work. You've got the qualifications, you know the tax act. But let's look at where this goes on your journey of advising clients on the innovation highway. Because once someone has undertaken the research and development activity, they will probably need extra money. There's a very attractive Australian government grant, accelerating commercialisation. Up to $1 million is available on a 50-50 basis. Many small companies find that that's beyond their cash flow ability to produce that sort of money. So they'll be talking to you then about trying to raise some money. Now, if they've got some spare assets, they might be able to go to the bank and borrow the money, but most haven't got spare assets, is my observation. So they'll be looking to work out how else they can raise money. And they could utilise Section 708 of the Corporations Act to raise up to $2 million from a maximum of 20 investors. That's not always practical, but it's there. Or they could use the new legislation that was introduced 5 years ago, Early Stage Innovation Company legislation, that then Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull wanted in the legislation was a carrot for investors, to encourage investors to look seriously at young Australian companies, young meaning under 3 years of age. Nothing to do with the directors, they can be any age, but the company had to be under 3 years of age. In some cases, it could be up to 6 years of age. But the investors get an incentive. For a sophisticated investor, the maximum incentive is $200,000 tax offset, calculated at 20% of their investment. And for a retail investor, the maximum tax offset is $10,000, calculated on the $50,000 maximum investment per company that a retail investor can make. And those investments have to be part of the formalisation that the company qualifies as an early stage innovation company that is issued by the Taxation Office. Or they could look at crowdsourced funding equity raising, whereby if the company's got a turnover of under $25 million, which I suspect they will, they can raise up to $5 million in a 12-month period. And then at the end of that process, we could then look at the opportunity for your firm to be appointed the virtual Chief Financial Officer, because they will not have raised enough money, in most cases, to employ a full-time CFO. They probably won't have enough work, but they really need a good accounting service introduced that gives them accounting reports 52 weeks of the year, not just at the end of the year as part of the tax return process. So this is the innovation highway that you can be involved. I think you should take action now and make a firm commitment that you're going to get involved. Now, we have a special offer today. You can subscribe for our advanced package and there's a 50% discount. So your payment is $2,999 plus GST. And you get 12 months subscription to the ESS BIZTOOLS advanced package, which includes the research and development product package, and you get 4 holiday vouchers that we are distributing whilst they last. Or you could subscribe to the research and development package as a standalone, and that will cost $1,200 plus GST. But please take some action, either using our system or someone else's, but get involved and help people who should be the natural clients of small and medium-sized accounting firms to get started on the innovation highway so that they can achieve their dreams, their visions, and so that you can instill within your firm this ability to offer outstanding services. And that will be great for your talent retention and attraction. You'll have a reputation of a can-do firm. But also, we are commencing a special training program for our new subscribers and our current subscribers on going in depth into the research and development package so that you can use it properly. From Thursday the 23rd of March, we are presenting 4 30-minute webinar overviews explaining how the ESS BIZTOOLS product package for research and development will assist you to deliver outstanding services to your clients. So I invite you to go to our website now, www.essbiztools.com.au, and click on to subscription and subscribe for either our advanced package or our standalone research and development product package. And I look forward to being able to communicate with you on Thursday the 23rd of March at 11 a.m. AEST in the first of our special research and development training programs for subscribers. Stay safe. Have a great day. Goodbye.